Hello everyone, you are welcome once again to the Pitch Echoes review show. And as we did yesterday, today too we'll be delving in deep into the Champions League matches and the results that happened yesterday, and we will be bringing you some of the stories that transpired yesterday, and we'll be looking into the match or the upcoming matches coming on today too. So we'll be delving in deep into those matches too, and we'll be giving you some analysis of the teams, and we'll be also giving you some match analysis and players analysis and the team performances in their previous games. So we have more for you, but don't forget to like, share and subscribe for others to join the show. Do stick and stay, we'll be right back. So let's delve into the stories quickly. Let's start off with the match that happened at the Bernabeu yesterday, with Real Madrid losing to AC Milan 3-1. So Real Madrid looked like a better team than AC Milan this season, looking at their performances this season. Milan has struggled a bit in domestic games and even in the Champions League games. But with all due respect to Milan, I think Ancelotti has the final decision. He has to sort this thing out. He has to make sure that he put the right personalities on the field for the team to win. Because if he continues like this, the team is not going to win La Liga, it's not going to win Champions League or any other title on their way to win. Because looking at the start of the season, they look very good on paper, but on the field they are not good. And it is up to Ancelotti to fix this. Or if he continues like this, he might lose his job. And even the report we are gathering now is that his future is even in shakes. He can be sacked anytime if he continues like this. And if he doesn't uplift their performances, the team will go down eventually. They might not win any title this season. Because if you look at the team, they lack defensive awareness. There is no plan. There is no tactics. It's just counter and lose the ball, and they are counted on the other side. It's like they are countering the people to take the advantage and counter them on the other side. So the team look very disjointed. It's like there is no awareness, there is no leadership. Everybody lacks, like the individual brilliance has gone down, and everybody is playing the way he likes. I don't see no tactics in this team or the matches I've watched. The Madrid matches I've watched, I don't see no tactics. I don't see anything. I don't see no structure, defensive awareness. Everything is off. Okay, but the Real Madrid, you can't write them off. In the Champions League, come on, they are the grandmasters of the Champions League. They've won it 15 times. No one even comes close. They've won it twice than the second team in place. That's Milan. Then I've won 7, and they have won 15. That is times 2 plus 1. You cannot write them off. There's more room for improvement. Come on, they are Real Madrid. They can come back anytime they want. So you are looking forward for the comeback story of Real Madrid. Okay, so let's move on to the match that I said it was controversial yesterday, or everybody will be yearning to watch. It's the Sporting against Man City game, where duly Man City lost to Sporting, and Amorim sort of gained all the social media backings and all the social media hype. And in this situation, I think Amorim has some 3 key things that he can do. Looking at the situation now, one is he bringing their marksman Gyökeres to Manchester United because he knows the player. He has trained with him. He has worked with him several years. The player loves him. So I think he can convince him to join Man United. When he joins Man United, hopefully. But the player, one thing is the player has a huge release clause. But that is no big deal for Manchester United. They can. They've signed big names for big money. So I think the release clause is around 70-75 million. They can pay. And 2, he has the midfielder that he's wanting to work with every time. That is Manuel Ugarte, because he nurtured him. He made him the player he is today. He sold him to PSG for 60 million, and he is back working with him at the moment. And also, the last thing is Manchester United backline lacks some solidarity, so he can swap in the young chap from the Sporting centre back, that's Inacio, who has a release clause for about 40 million. I think they can afford him, and if Amorim is able to convince the guy will join. So these are the three things that I think he can do positively, or he needs positively, for him to kick or get the grounds running for Manchester United. Okay, so then let's delve into the games as usual. We are delving in it deep as always. So we start off with a match that is going to happen at the San Siro tonight. That is Inter or Internazionale against the Gunners Arsenal. In this match, I don't see Arsenal winning this match because their away matches or their away games in the Champions League hasn't been that good, or hasn't been that well enough to beat Inter Milan in their own background. And looking at the setup that Inter Milan has been putting up in the Champions League this season, even Pep Guardiola's Manchester City struggled to even score a goal or even create much chances or convincing chances against them. Looking at their setup that they play a 3-5-2, and sometimes they play around 2 to 3 defensive midfielders in the middle. So it will be hard for opponents to penetrate into their back line. So I tip Inter Milan to win this match again over Arsenal, the Gunners, because I don't think they stand a chance, because their team is in shambles this season. On looking at their team, they've lost some key players due to injury and other stuff. But I don't think they are winning this match. So moving on to one of the most exciting matches that will be happening tonight, that is Stuttgart against Atalanta. Both teams have their marksmen banging in the goals domestically and on the international stage. Looking at Stuttgart, who have Undaf banging in the goals for them, and also Atalanta have Lukman, who is also banging in the goals for them. So I think this game will be a free-flowing game that we will see much goals in it. I think we will see either 2 to 3 goals in it. And moving on to one of the toughest games that will be happening tonight, that is PSG against Atletico Madrid. Domestically, PSG is doing really well, but on the European stage, they are not. But looking at the opponent that they are playing against tonight, I think they will turn things around. And Atletico Madrid also being a defensive team, I think this game will be very interesting. Personally, I would love to watch this game personally, because it will be very interesting game. One team being an attacking team like PSG, and one team being a defensive team in Atletico Madrid. This will be an interesting match to watch. Moving on is Bayern Munich against Benfica. I think in this match, Bayern has a upper hand, so without wasting much time, I think Bayern will win straight away. Looking at this match. Also, moving on is Club Brugge against Aston Villa. Aston Villa has had some good run of form in these times. Champions League, they beating Bayern Munich. I think in this game they have the upper hand of beating Club Brugge in their own backyard. So this game, I tip Aston Villa winning this game. Like just how I predicted yesterday that Sporting has an upper hand over Manchester City, because they were doing well and Manchester City has had some bad run of forms. So in this match, I think Aston Villa has an upper hand. So moving on to the arch rivals of Real Madrid, that is Barcelona. They are taking on Red Star Belgrade in their own backyard. In this match too, I think Barcelona has all the guns to win this match, because if Barcelona doesn't win this match, then I don't know which game again they want to win. So I think I take Barcelona to win this match. Moving on is one of the exciting teams that have played the Champions League this season, that's Brest. they are playing against Sparta Praha in their own backyard. I think this game is going to be a slim win for either half. Whoever scores first take the game, because both has been, I think Brest has been interesting than Sparta Praha. Brest has played some interesting matches, but they've had some bad run of forms these few games, but I think they will bounce back in this game. And moving on to our last matches, Shakhtar against Young Boys. Young Boys coming back from a defeat from Barcelona. I think they have to redeem themselves, or else they will be dropping down the table, looking at the new format of the Champions League. And if you don't win your matches, you keep on dropping. If you win, you keep on rising. And the table is really long and it has been divided into 3. So it depends on anybody. Who wins goes up, who loses drops out. So I think these are the matches that we've looked into. But don't forget to like, share and subscribe for others to join the show.